A federal fraud trial happening this week in the case against the founders of Springdale's nonprofit Second Milk.
Federal prosecutors first charged Jason and Lacey Carney last year. Monday, jurors heard testimony for the first time. Prosecutors accused the couple of using millions in donor money intended to help feed children in Africa for personal expenses. But defense attorneys said the couple dedicated years of their lives to helping children in Africa. Meanwhile, an IRS records custodian testified that IRS searches did not find certain nonprofit and individual tax filings for 2023 and 2024.
Well, today, Reserve Deputy and Centerton Police Captain Chris Kelly will be laid to rest. The community is being asked to line Highway 102 in his honor.
5 News reporter Claire Everbach joins us live with plans for today's procession. Good morning, Claire.
Lauren, Joe, good morning. In just a few hours, this parking lot here at First Baptist Church in Rogers is going to be full of community members, family, friends, and loved ones gathering to honor the life of Captain Chris Kelly. He's being remembered for his dedication to his work and, of course, his fellow officers. Captain Kelly served both the Centerton Police Department and the Benton County Sheriff's Office Reserve Division. The Benton County Sheriff's Office says Kelly was a truly remarkable man that touched countless lives throughout his career. Officer Mindy Fowler told 5 News while she only worked with Kelly directly for a year, he quickly became a friend. She says everyone at the department knew him to be a kind soul who made an impact on all who knew him.
This is the first opportunity I've had to work with him, and I had never heard a bad word about him, only positive things, and after working with him I can clearly see why.
Today's service begins at 11 a.m. here at First Baptist Church in Rogers with the procession to follow. Community members can also pay their respects outside the Centerton Police Department or the Benton County Sheriff's Office. Reporting live from Rogers, covering news where you live, Claire Everbach, 5 News.
All right, thanks for that, Claire. Now, if you'd like to watch today's service for Captain Kelly, we'll be streaming it live on the 5 News Plus app. Coverage will begin at 11 a.m. You can find that on your smart devices. And a fundraiser will be held Friday for Crawford County Deputy Robin Gaines as he recovers from being injured responding to a house fire last week. Gaines ran into the burning home you see right here in Dyer to rescue a woman. He received multiple degrees of burns himself. He's been released from the hospital and is now being treated in outpatient. It's a $12 fish fry, fajita dinner, and auction there at the Van Buren Boys and Girls Club.
When I saw what had happened, me and a few other deputies and their wives got together and we came up with the idea to do a benefit dinner. I hate when things like this happen. It is terrible, but it is eye-opening and it makes me so thankful to know that we have a whole community behind us that backs us. It's amazing.
All proceeds from Friday's fundraiser will go to Gaines and his recovery.
An Arkansas judge has dismissed a lawsuit challenging election results in the Republican runoff for Secretary of State. Brian Norris lost the primary runoff to State Senator Kim Hammer by a margin of more than 900 votes. Not long after, 6 counties were asked to recount their ballots, including Washington County. None of those counties found any differences in the recounts, but Norris and his campaign alleged mishandling of the ballots. A Pulaski County judge ruled Norris and his team failed to prove any of his allegations. Hammer will now face Democrat Kelly Grapp in the November election. Fayetteville is creating a new position to help address homelessness. The city has hired Gage Reed as its new homelessness strategy coordinator. He previously served as the day services manager at Seven Hills Homeless Center. The city says Reed will coordinate extreme weather response efforts, help expand shelter and housing options, and support Fayetteville's overall homelessness initiatives.
President Trump says 2 American military pilots whose chopper went down near the Strait of Hormuz are fine and that a full report is expected today.
The president says the U.S. is close to reaching a good deal to make peace with Iran. Bradley Blackburn has more.
At Madison Square Garden, President Trump received a mixed reaction from the crowd as he watched the San Antonio Spurs win NBA Finals Game 3 over his hometown New York Knicks.
We all had a lot of fun. It was great to watch. very talented players.
His attendance, along with a Sunday night stabbing attack at New York's Penn Station, led to heightened security around the venue. Watch parties were pushed further away to places like Bryant Park.
When we get down here, we find out that there's no watch party in front of the garden. Come on, man.
After the game, President Trump's focus turned to the Middle East. Tensions flared early Monday when Iran and Israel traded strikes. Later, they announced a pause in attacks.
They were going back and forth, and now they both agreed through me to stop. And we're in the final throes of what will be a very, very good deal.
The president also gave an update on the rescue of 2 U.S. military pilots whose helicopter crashed near the Strait of Hormuz.
The pilots are fine, yeah. Nobody injured.
Meanwhile, President Trump has officially nominated acting Attorney General Todd Blanche to the job permanently.
I don't think that he should be confirmed under any circumstance.
The president's former personal attorney could face bipartisan Senate pushback over the latest indictment of former FBI Director James Comey and the scrapped $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
This morning, the U.S. military says it's still investigating the cause of that helicopter crash near the Strait of Hormuz.